Welcome everyone to the newest season here of the Weekend Vlog. This is Weekend Vlog Season 7 Kickoff Show. So, on today's show, it is very exciting because this is the Kickoff Show with your host, Kennedy Lucas. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube. Today is a very special day because we do have a lot of things to talk about on today's show, but I just want to thank you all once again. You know how I be. I always like to thank all my fans, but I want to thank everyone who's watching today's show that stuck with me with our last season. It was season 6, and now we're finally here for season 7 with a new logo and a new intro, and I'm just very excited to be doing this today and be having the Weekend Vlog Season 7 Kickoff Show here today. So I just want to thank all my Lucas Nation fans out there who stuck by me with K.L.P Entertainment, along down to K.L.P Network, down to K.L.P Video on Demand and K.L.P Photography. We're still going strong, and we're still doing what we're doing here for our next season. Now, let me just say, this next season is going to be fantastic because we got a lot of things coming up. We have a lot of new sort of elements that's coming up. We have a lot of new photography skills that's coming up, and it's going to be a little bit crazy. I'll go ahead and get this kind of sad news out the way. Well, it's not really sad news because it's really good news for me. But this season might be a little bit hard for me and for K.L.P Entertainment to sort of produce because as chairman and CEO of a company, I'm also back in college. So it's going to be a little bit different this year because I'm also RA. So, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into that. And, of course, doing some work with GDN. So it's going to be a little bit hectic on some terms. But we're going to try to have all the content out for you guys, and hopefully you guys are just ready for our newest editions and our new stuff that's coming out this year. We have a lot of exciting news to kind of announce today on today's show, but today it's been hectic, and I'm just really glad to be doing this and producing this today. Again, I do want to hint to all the people out there, it's going to be a little bit crazy some days, but we're trying to have the content out for you guys as well. Now, of course, I have not my iPhone SE, but my iPhone, what is it, 6S Plus? No, 6 Plus. 6 Plus, my iPhone 6 Plus here, to have some notes here jotted down. There's one thing I sort of forgot to mention in my notes, but I remembered it. Of course, we do have something, sort of a news announcement for our new related show. The Millionaire Listing has been fully completed with their Season 1, and Season 1 is going to be released out later in this year. So we want to show you another sneak peek of the show. Take a look.
Okay, yeah, I got a meeting in about 5 minutes, so Steve, I just gotta call you back after the meeting, okay? Because I don't know if it's gonna go down right.
Oh, I know about your meeting. I got a surprise for you when you get done. You just have to wait and see the surprise.
That's true, and I actually do like that idea. I think this form will work for our funds, and I think it's going to help grow in our stocks. So we just have to make sure everything is great and perfect and in line for the next quarter. Bennett, you have any objections?
No, I don't really have much of an objection, but we do have one of our key leaders here today. I guess nobody really told you, Mr. Hanna, but your father is out in the hall. He's waiting to get inside this meeting room.
Wait, what? How come I wasn't informed?
Thank you, Bennett. Thank you. Allow me to introduce myself, guys. I am Lionel Hanna. I am Mr. Hanna's father here and one of the key leaders in Top Investments.
So we cannot stress about how excited we are to be producing that show. We're still working on season 2, but season 1 is fully completed and will be out later this year. Still can't give you guys a release date, but stay tuned this year and this term, and you guys could know when when the Millionaire Listing is going to be premiering. Of course, we have all sorts of good voice actors like Kennedy Lucas, Charlie Penn, Tyrus Lester, and my good friend Alice Gunner. She's going to be playing a character later on in the series, so can't wait to have that out for you guys. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about on today's show here, we're going to talk about the website updates. So, the website updates will be updated very soon. Of course, we did sort of picked our #1 hit for the show. We can't tell you on today's show because that's what next weekend's show is all about. But we do have a show that wins #1 and #2, #3. Hence again that with the Lucas Chat podcast, we're going to be reviewing all 3 of the animes. So we're not going to do the whole #1 pick. It's the podcast show spotlight. All 3 of the websites and all 3 of the animes are going to have a podcast show with all 3 of the anime shows. So, we'll want to review all of them carefully. So just stay tuned for the Lucas Chat Podcast Season 5. Of course, we're going to be announcing and looking and show you guys the new logo for the Lucas Chat Podcast soon enough. We're still kind of working on that logo, but soon enough that logo and intro will be ready. The website's going to be updated coming soon for the new top picks, the new top 4 musics, the new highlight reels, and the new must-watch line is going to be updated very soon. Of course, along with K.L.P Network, we're fixing some bugs out for the K.L.P Network as well. So, once that's been fully updated, you guys can see the newest form of the K.L.P Network. I do want to stress again, thank people for viewing the K.L.P Network. We had a good rate for the K.L.P Network, and people actually do enjoy it. So, to have that out for the Lucas Station fans and many other fans out there who stay chimed in for the K.L.P Network, it's just very exciting to have that out for you guys as well. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we get back, we have so much to talk about. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Weekend Vlog, Season 7 Kickoff Show here today with your host, Kennedy Lucas, here in base of the K.L.P Entertainment Studios. Now, on down to the series of the Weekend Vlog, we're going to kick things up a bit. We're going to kind of specialize and kick things up for this talk show because we do like to do reviews on the show. As you guys know, I've done reviews of video games and Game Informer and anime, but now my other favorite thing is food. Yes, we're going to be starting a new snack review or new food review here on the Weekend Vlog. You guys are excited for that. So we're going to kick things off with a bang this time. We're going to spice things up a little bit for the Weekend Vlog, and we're going to be doing a snack review. So my first snack on the kickoff show is something very, very unique. I saw this at the store and I thought, okay, this will be a weird combination, but actually when you drink it, well, not drink it, when you eat it and you have like some water alongside with it, it's a great snack to kind of fill you up if you're on the go all day and you haven't really eaten. So this snack will be the Chex Mix Snack Mix. So this is the Cheez-it Snack Mix, your sweet and salty, featuring M&Ms. I saw this in stores and I thought to myself, this is going to be a weird combination. I never thought they make snacks like this. I gave this thing a try and it's fantastic. As you guys can see, it's been open because I've been snacking on it. But this is a new addition to the Cheez-Its franchise. They have, of course, your Cheez-Its, your pretzels, your M&Ms, your caramel popcorn, and your little sweet-looking Chex Mix that you find in your Chex Mix. So this has been very, very good. If you're into chocolate mixed with cheese, it's a great combination, and it's a good snack to kind of munch on. These are really cheap at the store, so if you go to like Walmart or Kroger, these are about what, $2 a box. Very, very unique taste in your mouth. It's not like it's a disgusting between caramel, cheese, and chocolate. It has a little bit of a variety to it, and I actually do enjoy it. M&Ms are my favorite candy. I don't like to eat them as often, but when I can, I like to have a little M&M in me. Cheeses are my prime favorite. I used to when I was little. I've noticed that I stopped doing this because it leads to constipation. But I used to have like a Cheez-it square and like a little spray cheese and spray the spray cheese on the cheeses and then eat it. Again, that leads to constipation. So I do not recommend you guys eating that if you're like lactose and if you have heavy constipation. Don't do that. But when you have a big mix of a variety, these are really good. I like to eat some of these with water, if not juice, then water, because it kind of swallows the food down, so it's not so caught up in your throat. You want to just swallow it down. That's what she said. But I like to have a little water to it. Just to kind of gargle it down so it won't be stuck in your throat. You can just really enjoy it. So yeah, this is the new Cheez-it Snack Mix, ladies and gentlemen. So, now onto the show here. We do have something coming up. If you guys seen last season, we had a whole bunch of sponsorships, like a couple of games that got sponsored to me by Amazon. The U80 smartwatch got sponsored, and this other thing didn't get sponsored. We uploaded this last week. By the time you're seeing it, it will be last week. The Polaroid water jet speakers. Those were very fantastic, and we had a lot of hits on that video. Those speakers, they work really well for what I need them to work with. But we do have one more sponsorship coming in very soon. We're waiting on it to get into the mail. It is the newest Universal virtual reality headset. I don't want to say too much about it just yet because we're saving that up for a special video, a special K.L.P after show video. But we do have that one last sponsorship sponsored to us from Laying from China. They're developing these new products and they want it to resell it out for the United States. So it's coming all the way from China. The company that said, hey, K.L.P Entertainment, we've seen your stuff. We would like you to do an unboxing video for that just to help our sales growth. So we, of course we said, yeah. So once they come in the mail, we're going to be doing a small little a K.L.P after show unboxing of that. So just stay tuned for that. I know I have announced it for the season finale of last season and the last episode, but we're still waiting on the mail. Of course, it takes about a month to get here because it's coming from around the world. So patience is key. But we're gonna have that sponsored out very soon, and I just I can't wait to have that out for a lot of things. Now, the next subject we're going to talk about here is my views on college. Of course, this is more of a just a talk type of segment I like to do on the show. Like I mentioned before, weekend vlogs are going to be a little bit slim because I'm going to be triple busy with RA, maintaining K.L.P Entertainment, and doing GDN for our campus. So it's going to be a little bit busy, but nothing's impossible. I think I can handle a little bit of busy work. It's nothing to it but to do it alongside with classes. Of course, I'm bringing my classes number one because I am trying to get my bachelor's degree in film. So I want to make sure my grades are top notch. All A's is what I want this semester and this year, so I can go over to Georgia State and finish off strong, get my degree, and start working more into the film degree than I'm already am. So that's number one key. And this is really reference to all the college kids out there because by the time you're seeing it, school has already started. Everybody's getting ready to start their semester. I want to say to all my again all my friends that are watching my show here today, just work really hard in college, but have fun doing it. I don't never want to go through a school semester again where I'm just so busy working that I never really enjoyed my college experience. I know with RA I'm really involved with community, and I'm really glad to be here and really glad and able to be back in college because college is that thing. It's that thing where you're free and you just want to get away and you want to hang out with people your own age and you want to have fun doing it. And I'm really happy to be back. Even though training for RA is kicking our asses because some days it's long, you have to wake up a little bit early and it's like, But in the end result, I'm glad to be here, really. I really am. And I'm glad to be able to do season 7 for the show, and you guys seen my new logo, which I am just in love with. So for all of you guys out there that's in college right now, enjoy it because you only get to go through it once. Have fun. Be really up to your grades about it because grades are very important. You're paying a lot of money for college from federal government. They're giving you money to go to school, so you might as well perform your best and be the very best because in the end, it all pays off really well. So I'll be having that to look forward to. But you guys follow me on Instagram. It's Kennedy_Lucas3. Follow me on my Facebook. I just changed my Facebook name to K.L.P. Kennedy Lucas. So you guys can check me out. You guys can see what I'm doing. Also on Snapchat, it's Lucas Nation for the username. Type that in, and then I guess that my Snapchat account comes up. I'm still working on Snapchat. I haven't even got close to Snapchat. I'm trying to think about what I can do, but I just Snapchat. I'm lost. So follow me up. I'll be posting. If it's not an advertisement, then it's something that I'm doing on campus. So just get involved with me, follow, friend me, subscribe to me. That's how we do it. Now we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we got a little bit more to talk about. Stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the Weekend Vlog, Season 7 Kickoff Show with your host, Kennedy Lucas. Of course, we got a lot of good things coming up for this semester, and I just cannot wait for all the things to come. The thing we got to talk about again is the Lucas Chat podcast. Season 5 will be available coming very soon, and we are able to get the logo here on today's show. Take a look. So you guys can pretty much see that it's kind of resemblance to the Weekend Vlogs logo. Of course, we're going back to the roots because when we had that kind of template, that was the very, very old K.L.P Corporations logo. When I named the company K.L.P Corporations, that was the logo that we were sort of working with way back when. So we're going back to that root, but we're changing up the font, changing up the colors, and changing up the theme. Of course, that logo template for the Weekend Vlog and the Lucas Chat podcast is here to stay for a long time. Duly because we can change up a couple of things from this template, so we don't need a crazy, funky new template just for one season. It's plain, it's simple, it's unique, and it's K.L.P Entertainment style. So that's something we're kind of working with right now for the Weekend Vlog and Lucas Chat podcast. Of course, the podcast is now run by a 3-man show. Yes, I did say 3-man. Run by a 3-man show, of course. It's not every podcast is not going to have 3 guys on the podcast per se. Of course, we're going to go back to the roots of me and Tyrus doing a podcast, or me and James doing a podcast. But we're trying to, and I signed off on this, I'm trying to let Tyrus and James do their own podcast segment, and I do my own podcast, so we can kind of branch out a little bit with our voices and what people want to hear. So, just for an example, we're going to do, of course, the number 1 anime, and number 1, number 2, number 3 is going to be reviewed by 3 different people. Of course, when we do a podcast, spoiler alert, podcast over Central Intelligence, that's going to be run by, me and Tyrus both for our season 5 kickoff. But, when we do top 3 animes or talk about a movie or talk about something else, current events, we're going to have different people do different podcasts so we're not all linked up together because we have to have a break in between then. If I'm busy doing Weekend Vlog, we need somebody else doing podcast. Or if I'm doing Weekend Vlog and this, somebody's going to have to do it in the next podcast over the next one. So we're just a little experiment we're working on with the podcast. I can't wait for our season 5 kickoff show because that's going to be lit, is what the young kids say these days. But it's going to be lit. It's going to be very exciting, and I just can't wait for this podcast to really kick off for our season 5 kickoff show, and I'm waiting for it. Just stay tuned. We'll announce it. We're going to announce it fully for the podcast, but right now, we're going to do a final, well, it's not the same final, but we're going to do the main event of today's show is a game review, y'all. So, I wanted to wait. This game I had got from, of course, my personal money. I've got this on a couple days before we moved away from our last location down to this new cool location we moved down to, and I wanted to wait to sort of review this for the kickoff show because I thought this would be very neat. This game I love and hate all at the same time. If my brother Ryan, if you're watching today's show, you know what game I'm talking about. He kicks my ass in this game a lot. I hate that I bought this because I just get my ass kicked. That's what it is. My brother comes over, he wants to play. He's technically saying, "Hey, you want your ass kicked in this game real quick?" And that's how I feel because I'm always losing. I don't know what it is. I guess I just suck at these type of party sports games, but these adventure games like what game I have, Darksiders, Call of Duty, games like that I'm really good at. But these games, I suck. I don't know what it is. So this is Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Hate to have a lot of profanity on today's show, but hell, it's my show, why not? This game, there's so many mixed reviews on this game. I hate this game because I'm always losing. So this game here is the next new addition for the Mario Tennis franchise. I'm really glad that they're trying to advocate more of this because we did have the latest Mario Tennis game. Mario Power Tennis is the name of that GameCube game from Mario Tennis. I think it's Mario Power Tennis. I think that's the name of that one. We had it for GameCube a long time ago, and we enjoy it. So within this game, I have a lot of cons and pros with this kind of game. My first pro to this, I do like how it's fresher. I do like this cover design because I thought, that's very, very neat for the cover design. It's not too basic, but it's not too, out there. It's just bam, they're playing tennis. It's just like that. That's one pro I like about it. The back cover is really good, and the characters are fresh. They have that full 1080p resolution style to the game. So it makes it more enjoyable and comfortable to play. If you have a nice 1080p TV or a nice HD TV, this game is really, really colorful to play. I do like how they added 2 new characters that I have not, if I'm mistaken, comment below if I'm mistaken, but I have not seen Toad and Toadette in the tennis game ever except for this one. They are unlockable. Toad and Toadette both are on the game. Once you play up a couple matches, you earn these coins, and then you go to the little store, you buy the characters with the coins. So I'm glad that's another pro too, because I like how you can buy your characters. You don't have to play through a story mode just to unlock one character. You can buy it. It's not like a cheat sheet. Well, it kind of is a cheat sheet. But this game here, when you unlock players, it allows the newer players to come in and try to revolutionize. Toad and Toadette, they're very fast on this game. They move super, super quick. I like the design of the courses. It's not too plain, but they made it like you were in a tennis stadium or something like that, and they have an audience watching you play tennis, even though it's just like the Koopa Troopas or the Toads or the Shy Guys on the sidelines. They're still watching, so I like that addition to the game as well. Down to some cons. There are quite a few cons that I found kind of disappointing about the game because this game could have become so much more. The one con I found in this game is the lack of courses. If I can remember back from Mario Power Tennis from the Nintendo GameCube, they had a whole bunch of courses that you can play on with different environments. I know Delfino Square was a course, DK Jungle was a course, Wario's Factory was a course, down to the beach. That had a course on the beach, and I liked how on that game they had so many courses. With this, it's the same area, it's the same location, but just different design, and it's just like they could have added more of a background environment to change it up a little bit for the game. I do like how they added Rosalina. I do like it how they added Boo, DK, about Dry Bowser, and Toad and Toadette and Bowser Jr. You know, Bowser Jr. has been coming up in these Mario games lately as one of the regular cast members. But another con that I am really, really deep about because they could have added it, but they didn't, is the lack of a lot of characters. If you guys can remember back again, Mario Power Tennis, you had Diddy Kong, you had both Koopa and Paratroopa, you had Birdo as a character, if I can remember. So I kind of wish they would have added a little bit more characters onto the game. They just have like your basic, what, 16? No, not 16. Your basic 24, I'm believing if I count it right, your basic 24 characters. Hence, again, they could have added a little bit more characters like, again, Diddy Kong and Birdo and Para and Koopa Troopa. I don't know why they didn't add those characters. I don't know why they didn't, but they didn't. And it was like, when I was seeing the character list, I was like, oh, this is it? This is all you can be? You know, for this price of a video game, you want to make sure you get the best out of your money. So that was another big con that I found about the game that I was a little bit disappointed about because the lack of characters, their menu is not too bad. It's not too shabby. I kind of wish they would have added a little bit more things you could do with the tennis environment. Playing wise, of course, you have your Ultra Smash mode where they have the big mushrooms. The big mushroom that comes out to the court and you become bigger. That's a neat, cool feature. But what about the rest of the weapons? What about the blue shell? What about the red shell or the green shell or the star or the banana? They're just missing a couple of elements Nintendo has missed, and I think they should have added those in to make it a great game. Because with this game, they could have. What I'm trying to get a point is, with this game, they could have done so much more. I think they were just trying to get something out for Nintendo and for the Wii U, because we all know that the Nintendo NX is coming up and the Wii U is going to be a thing of the past. I think they're just trying to throw something out there just to make a quick buck. But I think they should have added a little bit more within this game. Another mode I found kind of unfair, and my brother can agree with me, is I guess you just need to know how to play the game, but when you do that Ultra Smash, your character hops up in the air and really strikes the ball down, and you miss the point, and they get a point. I think they should have made it where when they make that move, you have a chance to counter that attack. Once your character is up in the air doing that smash hit, that's it. They scored. There's no involving that. So I had to turn that off because I thought that was a little bit unfair within the game. To have that Ultra Smash hit where your character strikes it down and it goes that way down the way, and that person get 15 points out of it. But so I turned that off because I like to play fair when I'm playing a video game. But amongst all else, with those I think those are huge cons. Honestly, I know some people are gonna probably disagree with me on this game review, but I think this was a big con. Number one, the lack of location environment. Number two, the lack of characters. And number three, about that Ultra Smash Strike combo. But amongst all those big cons, this game is not that half bad. I would recommend you guys pick this up if you want a nice little party game to play around with your friends, because I bought this not only to play around with, but again, my brother and sister, when we play games, they're not into the Call of Duty games I like to play, or the Darksiders, or the Infamous, or Homefront, and those first-person shooters or those adventures. None of my siblings never play those games but me. But when it comes to sports, yeah, my siblings will play this with me, and that was one of the big pros and one of the things why I got this game for that price. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to check out all the social media accounts in the link description. Down to K.L.P photography, my Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. It's in the link description below. Just follow all the social medias, and you guys can get in contact with me, and you guys can link up again. Again, you guys can call K.L.P Photography. It's 213-295-3385 if you want some photography shots made. I am in the greater Atlanta area, so if you want some photography shots made, give me a call. We'll discuss your price, and we'll work from there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. Weekend Vlog Season 7 Kickoff Show with your host, Kennedy Lucas. I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging out.